Piecewise graphs. A piecewise graph is a combination of two or more straight lines. In general, they do not have to be straight lines, but in this applications course they will be. It is made up of separate line segments with different equations. Now we need a reminder about inequalities before we go into this. This sign, less than, means strictly less than. This sign means strictly greater than. And remember, the crocodile's mouth always faces the bigger thing. So when we've got the less than, the small thing goes over here on the left, and then the crocodile's mouth points towards the bigger thing. This means less than or equal to. This one means greater than or equal to. You should be familiar with all of these. If we have a line segment with a hollow dot on the end, it means that all the values up to but not including that point are being shown. And if we have a solid dot on the end, it means that all values up to and including that point are being shown. So on a diagram, a hollow dot means one of these, a strictly less than or strictly greater than, and a filled in dot means one of these two, a less than or equal to, or a greater than or equal to. For example, if we have this, we can indicate this on a number line. So it's saying that x is greater than -2. So we have a hollow dot at -2 because that's a strictly. We have a filled in dot at 4 because that one's a less than or equal to. And of course x could take any value in between. It can take the value 4 and then any value down to -2 but not including -2 itself. Here is a piecewise function. So y is -2x plus 1 if x is between -2 and 1, and it's 4x for x greater than or equal to 1 and less than 4. So let's fill in this table of values. So let's take x is -2, then we'll do -1, 0 and 1, and the important thing is here that I have the endpoints of -2 and 1 included. So if x is -2, I've got -2 times -2, which is 4, add 1, gives me 5. If x is -1, -2 times -1 is 2, add 1 is 3. Clearly when it's 0 it's going to be 1, and at 1 it's going to be -2, add 1, which is -1. Now let's look at the 4x. Now I want the endpoint on here, which is 1. Oops, put it in the wrong place. So you get an eraser. So obviously x is 1, and then I'll do 2, 3 and 4. Again, making sure I get the endpoints. So 4 times 1 is 4, 4 times 2 is 8, 4 times 3 is 12, 4 times 4 is 16. So let's plot this. So -2, 5 is the first point. So we go to -2, 5. That is a less than or equal to, so that needs to be shown as a filled in dot. The other end is 1, -1, and that's a less than. So 1, -1 on my graph is here, and then we'll join those up like so. Now 1, 4, and this is a less than or equal to, so 1, 4, there's a little jump here and it's going to go to there. So that one's going to be filled in. And 416, this one's a less than, so that needs to be hollow. And then we join those. Now note on this one that there is a gap here. So 1, -1 and 1, 4 are not at the same point. You can get piecewise graphs where they actually match at the same point. Now if that's the case, if one of them at this point is a less than or equal to, we have to fill it in. So you'd only leave it blank in the situation like this, where this one is blank and then there's a gap and the other one is filled in.